Long before the birth of Christ, evergreen plants held special meaning for people during the dark days of winter. In many cultures, they were seen as powerful symbols of life and hope. People brought evergreens into their homes during the winter solstice. This was a reminder that spring would eventually return. The ancient Romans decorated their homes with evergreen boughs during Saturnalia. Early Egyptians used palms as symbols of rebirth during the solstice. And the Druids, Celtic priests, decorated their temples with evergreen boughs. Evergreen trees, with their ability to remain vibrant throughout the winter, naturally became symbols of hope and renewal. These ancient practices laid the groundwork for the eventual emergence of the Christmas tree tradition.
The Christmas tree tradition as we know it today is often traced back to 16th century Germany. One popular legend credits Martin Luther, the Protestant reformer, with being the first to add lighted candles to an evergreen tree. He supposedly did this to recreate the stars twinkling amidst the evergreens on a winter night. However, there is evidence that decorated trees were present in German homes and public squares even earlier. Some historians point to guilds and tradesmen in the late Middle Ages who erected decorated trees in their meeting halls. These trees were adorned with apples, nuts, and other treats.
Regardless of its exact origins, the Christmas tree tradition blossomed in Germany. It gradually spread to other parts of Europe over the following centuries. The tradition was particularly embraced by the upper classes and royalty.
As the centuries passed, the Christmas tree tradition spread beyond Germany's borders. In 1840, Queen Victoria's husband, Prince Albert, introduced the Christmas tree to England. He set up a decorated tree at Windsor Castle.
Illustrations of the royal family celebrating around their Christmas tree appeared in newspapers. This helped to make the tradition fashionable among the British people. From England, the Christmas tree tradition continued its spread throughout Europe. It was adopted by various cultures and adapted to their own traditions. While its origins may be traced to Germany, it quickly transcended cultural boundaries. It became a symbol of Christmas joy and celebration across the continent.
German immigrants played a key role in bringing the Christmas tree tradition to America in the 18th century. They brought their customs and traditions with them to the New World. At first, the Christmas tree remained primarily a German tradition. Other Americans saw it as strange or even heathen. However, by the mid-19th century, the Christmas tree began to gain wider acceptance in the United States. The publication of illustrations depicting Queen Victoria and her family celebrating around their Christmas tree helped to make the tradition more appealing to Americans. By the late 19th century, the Christmas tree had become a beloved tradition in American homes. What was once a foreign custom had become a cherished part of American Christmas celebrations.
In the early days of the Christmas tree tradition, candles were the primary source of illumination. Families carefully attached lit candles to the branches of their trees. While beautiful, this practice posed a significant fire hazard. The invention of electric Christmas lights in the late 19th century revolutionized the way Christmas trees were decorated. Edward Johnson, an associate of Thomas Edison, is credited with creating the first string of electric Christmas lights in 1882. Initially, electric Christmas lights were a luxury that only the wealthy could afford. But over time, the cost of production decreased. Electric Christmas lights became increasingly popular and accessible to the general public. This innovation transformed the Christmas tree into a dazzling spectacle of light.
From its humble origins in ancient winter solstice celebrations to its modern incarnation as a global symbol of Christmas cheer, the Christmas tree has come a long way. Today, the tradition of bringing a Christmas tree into the home and adorning it with lights, ornaments, and garlands is celebrated by millions of people worldwide. While the Christmas tree has retained its core symbolism of hope, joy, and the spirit of giving, it has also evolved to reflect contemporary trends and individual tastes. Modern Christmas trees range from traditional evergreen trees adorned with classic ornaments to more unconventional choices, such as artificial trees in a variety of colors and materials. Despite these variations, the underlying sentiment remains the same. The Christmas tree serves as a focal point for family and friends to gather and celebrate the holiday season. It is a reminder of cherished traditions, the spirit of giving, and the hope associated with the birth of Christ. Whether adorned with twinkling lights, handmade ornaments, or simple garlands, the Christmas tree continues to hold a special place in our hearts as a symbol of joy, hope, and the magic of the holiday season.